Note the $694 price. When I click on that one, it's going to take it down to $445. So I get the choice. I can either choose the loyalty points and pay the $694, or I can take the hotel beds price and pay $445. Another Enriva partner has it at $677. Another one has it at $694, and then they got the arrow over here, and it opens up another one here for Priceline price. But even though this is a Booking.com price and Priceline price, you can book those through the platform. You're not redirected over there. You don't have to go over there or anything like that. It's not that this is just there for comparison. These are actually available to book right here through our platform. So for my money, I'm taking hotel beds at $445 because it's the same room. When I click on that orange section right there, it'll now take me into some more detail on that particular room. And I think I might time out. No, here we go. And it'll give me some more detail on the room and then some other options and things like that. More information on the room and the hotel, everything in there. By the way, while this is spinning, this little chat with an expert right here, I have done that as well. When I have questions about anything, specifically airfare, I can tell you that if you find airfare on another site at a lower price, you can go in and chat with that expert and talk to them about the booking, and we do in fact match the lowest price available for domestic airfare. That's a really cool thing. I didn't know that when we started. I learned that last week. So here you are at $445 for the 2 nights, and now you can start to see that there are different prices here on different platforms for the same room. Totally up to you what you do with that. This is a deluxe king bed. When you are up in here, you got the amenities, and it'll tell you all about it. And there's some of these hotels, they got quite a few amenities in there. When I come up here, the general information, show more, it just tells you about the hotel, where it is, any notes that you need to know about, special notes concerning the hotel. Obviously, it's right there near the Magnificent Mile in Chicago. And so this is pretty cool because you can get very granular on your hotel searches. And then if you want to do other rooms, obviously they have other rooms with other options available, like this one right here. It goes to $323 a night on this one, but notice here, prepaid rate, no prepayment needed, pay at the property. So some of those, they happen all the time. Some of them, it's certain options that you get to choose. So it's all up to you. You have total control over this. It comes right at you, very simple. I like it because of the ease of use. We got, I don't know if you guys know this, but we got 2.6 million hotels, resorts, all-inclusives, vacation homes in the hotel section alone. And access to 1,000 different airlines as well. I didn't know there were 1,000 airlines, to be honest with you. But that includes all the low-cost carrier, all the regional carriers all over the globe. They're all in there. So it's a very, very, very powerful site.
Yeah, Terry, I think the thing that it just gives you lots of choices and lots of options. And I just want to reiterate what Terry just said on there, where you see it says Booking.com Priceline. That is part of our site. Something that most people are unaware of is Priceline, Booking.com, and Expedia. They have what's called net rate pricing, but it has to be on a non-public site. So what I'm just telling you right now is I can go to Priceline.com, and that's a public viewing site, and they have this thing called rate parity inside of there, which means Booking, Priceline, Expedia are all almost the same price because they all agreed that that's the way it needs to work. All right. They do all have net rate pricing, but they don't show it on their site. What we have access to is the entire feed from Priceline in here that includes all the net rate stuff. There's smoke and deal stuff they get that they do not display publicly. And because we are a membership site and you go through a door to get there, now they legally can display these prices. All right. And so they want to move this product, this inventory that's sitting. All right, so really, really powerful platform. We'll show you some pictures here maybe in a little bit, Terry, about what the difference is on what we really have in front of us. and you'll be able to see that here in a little bit.
Yeah, let me just do a couple of things, because one of the things that we never got, I mean, we've been around the travel space for a long time, like we said, and so I never saw a deal on rental cars, just never saw it. But check this out. So this, I'm just out playing around with the site, just so you guys see it all. This is now August 17 to 20 in Dallas. This was a hybrid. It was the same Ford Fusion hybrid. I made sure it was all the same stuff. 5-passenger hybrid right there, Ford Fusion. You guys can see it all right there. No tricks, no gimmicks, no nothing. It's just real. On the Hertz site, $441, close to, for that 3 days. On our site, $399. It's the same car, same everything. We're booking through Hertz, through our site, and we're getting a $40 savings.
Terry, tell them what happened when you went to Florida and you showed up with that booking on the rental car.
So we were in Florida, and in Florida, we got there, and we were going to go to Tampa, but we ended up flying into Orlando just because it was, the timing worked way better, and it was cheaper. We were going to have to get a rental car either way. So what I didn't realize is that it was a holiday weekend, President's Day, I think. And so the prices on rental cars in Orlando were jacked up. And I don't mean they were messed up. I mean they were increased because it's the holiday weekend. And we get to the counter, and the lady at the counter, I lost which one it was. Payless, I think, is what it was. And she said, "You are paying less than a quarter of the price of what everybody else is paying today." And I'm like, "Yeah, baby." And so, I mean, it was less than a quarter, because they were really jacking prices that day. And, you know, there are no bargains in Orlando anymore anyway, unless you have the Xtreme Travel AI platform.
Amen.
So
it just wins.
It does.
Terry, maybe I ought to just walk through and show them just a picture of what is different here, because I know many of you are saying, okay, well, I'm seeing some of the things that are different, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm just going to share my screen with you here real quick and just give you a real high-level overview, as long as my screen will share here, which it might not. Let's try this again. Oh, hold on a minute, Terry. Let's try this one more time. And you got to click the right buttons in order to do this, otherwise it doesn't do it right, Terry.
My wife said the same thing.
Yeah. All right. Now I think we're going to get it to work. Okay. So let me put this in play and just draw on the picture here a little bit. So I just want to share with you what the platform represents, and I want to put all of it up on the screen instead of pulling it up one at a time. And the reason I want to do this, the first thing I want you to know that this little word AI matters. And that's one of the reasons why we have what we have. And the other thing I want you to think about is this is a patented system. All right, this doesn't exist. Nobody else is able to copy this. This is a one-of-a-kind. Actually, one of my very close friends was involved in building this platform over the last 5 years. All right, so here, let me show you what's different. One of the things that's very different that you just heard Brian talk about is discounts in airfare. Terry and I were told for years there's no deals in airfare. Well, we didn't ever have a chance to work with air consolidators, and that's what this is right here, is airline consolidators and hotel consolidators buy in a very large quantity, and they buy certain routes, and they resell those routes, and they're sold into corporate America. This platform was originally built for corporate America. All right, this is why the customer service over here is outstandingly, ridiculously good, because they're servicing corporate clients. This is what this platform was built for. And now the consumers, we're the first ones and the only ones that are helping people access the consumer side of this in the direct sales space. All right, so let's go back to the airline and hotel consolidators right here. This is why Brian got a $3,000 deal on airline, because the consolidators buy the high-end premium tickets at a ridiculous low price and resell those. These consolidators are names you've never heard of. So you can see these names here. You don't even know who those people are. You've never heard of them before. You've never got on their sites before because you can't. They're already built in the platform, okay? So this is really important to catch that part. The other thing I mentioned before is the online travel agencies. We have access to all of them, but we have the net rates. They don't display their wholesale or net rates on their public sites because it's not legal for them to do it. They can do it inside a platform like we have here, so you have that advantage. Also, you have all the private rates and offline travel agents that you couldn't even access online, and they plug their data into this platform as well. Then we have the global distribution system. This is the bucket that travel agents sell from. They work with hotels and airlines that post inside this platform. It is for travel agents to book from and earn a commission. We get the net rate side of that, okay? And then Terry already mentioned up here, we've got access to lots and lots of inventory, 2.6 million hotels, 1,000 airlines, all right? And these are what they call direct connects. Direct connects, it means there's not a middle person involved. So when you need customer service to solve it, you could go directly to the airline if you didn't go directly to our customer service over here through Onriva, which is ridiculous, okay? So these are some of the high points. These are things that we have access to. And in the network marketing direct sales space, we're the only ones that have this to be able to market it. I will tell you right now, a customer can access this at $49. We're going to basically cover the cost for the first month of that. So if you decide to try it, you basically get your first month for free. If you want to help us market it, it's $39 a month as an ISR. So TK, what did I miss?
Yeah, didn't miss anything, but what I wanted to reiterate, that customer support item down there. For any of you who have, had to utilize customer support in different things over time, even today, and even in regular companies and things like that, a lot of the customer support does not happen in the United States. And you're dealing with people that are outside because it's cheaper, to be honest with you. The customer support people we have through this platform have a minimum of 20 years of complex travel experience, complex travel. And if you don't know, again, if you've never been to corporate America, you may not know what kind of divas business travelers are. And I'm just going to tell you, they are finicky. They like what they like. They want to go when they want to go. They like to stay where they stay. And that's just the deal. And they do that because someone else is paying the bill. And so the travel agents need to be very good. They need to make sure they're kind of Johnny or Joanna on the spot, ready to help. And because they got some of these people that are I'll just use the word, really finicky. And they let them know about it. So these are the people that we're talking to. That's one of the things that's so great about the customer support piece of this. And it's 24/7. So if in fact you ever have an issue, I'm just telling you, these guys are phenomenal. Phenomenal. That, candidly, is worth the price of admission all day long. Because if you've ever had one issue, you know how frustrating it can be when you're traveling. Very, very frustrating. So I just wanted to reiterate that, Byron, because it's powerful.
I think the other thing, Terry, when you travel a lot, you would probably be in that travel diva category. My wife hates to travel with me because I know what seat I want to sit in. I know I want to get on the plane early. I want to get my overhead space. I know all these things because I've been down this road so many times and we've traveled so much. We know, we know the airplanes. We know the resorts. We know what we want. We know what to do on transfers. Most people don't know any of these things, and Terry's hitting it right on the head. When you can't get something solved, it's a real issue, all right? And when you got a customer service that will actually help you and solve problems for you, it's really, really significant, and that's all part of it. So like we said from the beginning, this is no smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
There's no widgets or gadgets or the no little fake kind of things, all right? When you look at the price, that's the price. All right, it's not elevated at the very end. It tells you everything right on that first button of what you're going to pay. All right, I had somebody the other day, well, can we get a bunch of free points? Well, you can use your points that you accumulate at the resorts and accumulate at the hotels. But somebody said, well, can I get extra credit for points or whatever? I said, those are all fake things in most cases that are built in a breakage model, and they're really not real. And so what we decided to do here is offer it at the lowest possible price you could get, $39 a month, $49 a month as a customer. All right, this is just really significant. So we just want you to understand that this is probably one of the most important parts of what we have is we just don't have the smoke and mirrors.